start at the end of the long holiday weekend with Ohio State at Virginia Tech and a rematch from last season's huge upset when the Hokies went into the Horseshoe and beat the Buckeyes. Ohio State, of course, went on to win the national championship and is everybody's favorite to do it again, preseason #1 in every poll. But the Buckeyes will be without defensive end Joey Bosa. The All-American is suspended for the first game for a violation of team rules, and we don't know yet who the quarterback's going to be. We'll find out. JT Barrett, Cardale Jones, or both. In the last few years, Alabama has elevated the season opener to an art form. Good but not great non-conference opponent. Neutral site. Good win that looks great on strength of schedule down the road. That's what this one looks like when the Tide plays Wisconsin in Arlington, Texas. But there is some intrigue. It's Paul Chryst's first game as the Badgers head coach. What does that mean? And Alabama only has to break in another new quarterback. It's officially a neutral site game, but Energy Stadium in Houston will probably feature a whole lot of 12th men rooting on Texas A&M against Arizona State. Arizona State looks like a legitimate contender in the Pac-12 South and maybe for the college football playoff. Meanwhile, Texas A&M, the Aggies just wonder if they're being overlooked or why they're being overlooked when people talk about the SEC West. Both teams get an early chance to make their case. Notre Dame has designs on contending for the college football playoff. There's a lot expected from the Irish and especially new quarterback Malik Zaire. Meanwhile, Texas, well, there's not as much expected from the Longhorns, but it feels like an important year for Charlie Strong even though it's only his second season. South Bend doesn't seem like an easy place for the Longhorns to start, but it's two of college football's winningest programs. The return of Jim Harbaugh to college football was one of the huge topics of the offseason, but now we find out how he's going to do as he begins the rebuilding project at Michigan. The Wolverines travel Thursday night to play Utah. That's a team that has designs on winning the loaded Pac-12 South. It's a great way to kick off the 2015 college football season.